Did Ukraine just deal a death blow to the Russian army? A massive explosion shook the city of Krasnozavodsk in the Moscow region of Russia early on Friday morning. Locals reported hearing 4 loud booms at around 4 a.m. local time, causing many to believe that their homes would collapse. And though Russian authorities claimed that their air defenses had intercepted Ukrainian drones over the region, footage soon emerged showing the scale of the damage. According to reports, the blast originated at the Krasnozavodsk Chemical Plant, supplies explosives and gunpowder to the Russian Ministry of Defense. The attack significantly damaged the plant's warehouses and caused a fire to break out. While Russia initially stated that all Ukrainian drones were shot down, the subsequent events on the ground tell a different story. Videos shared by local residents captured black smoke billowing into the sky from the plant's premises. Additionally, satellite imagery taken before and after the incident revealed substantial damage to the plant's facilities. So what happened exactly? How did Ukraine manage to hit such an important military target deep inside Russia? What is the true extent of the damage to the plant and its production facilities? And how will this attack affect the ongoing war? In today's episode of Warscope, we'll explore the latest developments and attempts to shed light on this growing controversy. The Kremlin announced on Friday that Russia's air defense system intercepted 34 out of 36 Ukrainian drones over the Moscow region. However, locals living near the impact site of the attack on the chemical factory disputed this figure, stating that they witnessed between 8 to 10 drones approaching the plant before the incident occurred. Some residents who managed to capture footage of the incident on their dash cams reported seeing a group of smaller drones, accompanied by one larger drone flying towards the plant. Although the video quality does not allow for a precise identification of the type of drones used, some analysts speculate that the larger drone was likely a Ukrainian FP-1 long-range attack drone, due to its similar size, shape, and flight pattern. The attack has raised questions about the effectiveness of Russia's air defense system, particularly as the Kremlin had previously asserted that Moscow's air defenses were robust enough to intercept incoming drones. In response to this incident, the Russian Defense Ministry claimed that all the drones were neutralized. However, eyewitness accounts and satellite imagery suggest otherwise, with some drones reportedly hitting their intended targets. Ukrainian authorities are yet to publicly acknowledge responsibility for the attack, although the spokesman for the Ukrainian Air Force, Yuri Ignat, did state that long-range drone strikes on Russian territory are, quote, inevitable. Now, let's talk about the target. So the Krasnozavodsk Chemical Plant plays a crucial role in supplying the Russian military with explosives and gunpowder. It serves as a primary manufacturer of night-sounding cartridges, signal cartridges, and electric igniters for anti-tank guided missiles, such as the 9M113 and 9M114. These missiles equipped with the plants produced. Igniters are utilized by the Ka-50 Alligator attack helicopter to engage armored and soft targets. The plant also manufactures the M8, a 120mm mortar with high explosive fragmentation and white phosphorus ammunition used by the Russian ground forces. Furthermore, the plant had recently completed the modernization of several workshops, indicating its importance in enhancing Russia's military capabilities. In recent years, the plant has faced economic challenges, but since the start of the war in Ukraine, it has been designated as a vital supplier to the Russian military. As a result, the plant's output has increased significantly, leading to an upsurge in production and manpower. On the other hand, Ukrainian officials view the plant's destruction as a critical blow to Russia's war effort. They emphasize that the plant supplied components to Russia's multiple launch rocket systems, such as the BM-27 Uragan, BM-221 Grad, and Tornado G, which have been extensively used in Russia's ground operations in Ukraine. These MLRS platforms utilize unguided rockets for area saturation, delivering high volumes of munitions in a short period and increasing the accuracy of strikes. By eliminating the plant's production lines, Ukraine aims to disrupt Russia's artillery capabilities and hinder its ability to effectively engage targets in Ukraine. According to Ukraine's deputy defense minister, the elimination of the plant's production lines will significantly affect Russia's ability to manufacture missiles and artillery shells, potentially extending the duration of the war. As we mentioned earlier, Ukraine employed its drones to carry out this attack, specifically the newly developed Fab-1 with a maximum range of 994 miles. This marks a substantial leap forward in Ukraine's drone technology, as previous models like the Lyuchi had a range of only 551 miles, limiting their reach to Russian military installations within 250 miles of the border. The FB1's longer range enables Ukraine to target military facilities situated deep within Russian territory, reducing the chances of interception by Russian air defenses. With a warhead weight of 265 pounds and a top speed of over 100 miles per hour, the TB1 poses a significant threat to Russian air defenses, particularly the aging S-3 systems. These systems, originally designed in the 1970s, are less effective against modern drones due to their slower reaction times and outdated search and tracking capabilities. The TB1's unique design features a narrow fuselage, enabling it to evade detection by Russian radar systems and air defenses. While Russia has yet to officially acknowledge the attack's impact on its air defense capabilities, the incident highlights the country's heightened vulnerability to drone incursions, especially those employing advanced tactics and technologies. The timing of the attack raises eyebrows. It comes amidst reports of Russia concentrating its forces for a counteroffensive in eastern Ukraine. The absence of any major attacks in the past 3 weeks has led to speculation that Russia might be planning a renewed offensive. Military experts suggest that the aim of the offensive could be capturing the remaining areas of Donetsk and Luhansk oblasts, which have been partially under Russian control since 2014. Russia's focus on the east is also seen as an attempt to divert Ukrainian forces away from the southern front, where there have been no major offensives since last fall. The anticipation of Russia's upcoming offensive in the east has prompted Ukraine to reinforce its positions in the region, with President Zelensky confirming the deployment of additional troops and equipment. On the other hand, Russia's decision to concentrate its forces for a new offensive carries risks. It could stretch Russia's already strained resources thin, potentially leaving other areas, including the Zaporizhia and Kherson fronts, vulnerable. Additionally, facing a renewed offensive in the east could force Ukraine to shift its focus away from the south, potentially altering the dynamics of the conflict in unpredictable ways. So how will this attack set back Russian production? After the successful strike on the Krasnozavodsk Chemical Plant, Ukraine now has an opportunity to inflict severe damage on Russia's munitions production. This capability will have significant implications for Russia's ongoing military operations, particularly considering the reduced availability of imported materials. In the aftermath of the attack, Russia must prioritize the restoration of production at the plant, diverting resources and attention away from other critical areas. This development comes at an inconvenient time for Russia, as it strains to maintain its production levels in the face of dwindling material reserves. Although Russia possesses some alternative sources for obtaining necessary components, such as the TMZ Central Research Institute of Chemical Reagents in Podolsk, these facilities operate at reduced capacities. Prior to the war, Russia relied heavily on imports from European countries like Germany for specialized equipment. But now, with sanctions in place, acquiring such materials has become a challenging task. Moreover, the war has exposed a critical shortage of skilled workers and qualified specialists within the industry. To further compound Russia's problems, Ukraine's growing proficiency in drone warfare has made it increasingly dangerous for personnel working in these plants. Attacks on industrial facilities have become more frequent, causing many professionals to leave the industry altogether. In light of these challenges, the recovery of the Krasnozavodsk Chemical Plant is crucial for Russia to maintain its current production rates. However, the full restoration of production is expected to take several months, during which time Russia will need to rely on its limited reserve capacity. And that's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. If you found this video informative and want to support our independent platform, consider making a donation through the link in the description below. Your support will help us continue delivering quality content. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on our latest analyses and in-depth reports on the evolving situation in Ukraine and other global conflicts.